What's going on? Welcome back to Fanatic Journey. So today I want to talk to you about BitFuFu. I want to go over some of the recent updates associated to the company, including their 2023 annual earnings. So I'm going to go over everything that you need to know, but first make sure you guys hit that thumbs up. And with that said, let's get right to it. So starting off, ticker is FUFU. It does trade under the NASDAQ. I did already do a dedicated video all about BitFuFu, so I'll have a link to that in the description below in case you are curious what they do, some of the fundamentals and everything else. Over and above that, I will also have links to their Twitter, or I guess it's called now X, but very informative on there, as well as their recent 2023 annual earnings. So highly suggest in popping over to their website and also their Twitter and kind of just giving them a follow. But aside from that though, at the time of doing this video, Bitcoin is at about 62,000 and change. In comparison to, for instance, 2017, Bitcoin was at 3,000. And even over this last 5 years, it is up 1,100%. So Bitcoin has been very much in demand for a very long time. And when it comes down to if someone wants to physically own or acquire Bitcoin, there's two options, traditionally two options. So you can either purchase it directly from an exchange, whether it be Coinbase or Binance, and when it comes down to that, it usually comes with a hefty fee, so not always advantageous. Option number two, an individual could just essentially invest in Bitcoin mining equipment to mine independently, and that does usually result in lower acquisition costs and even demands precise control of cost and efficiency. BitFuFu does offer a third option to customers as a clouding mining service provider. Through BitFuFu's platforms, users can purchase hash rates for their desired duration and immediately begin mining Bitcoins without the associated risks and hassles. This streamlined approach offers users a more efficient and convenient means of obtaining Bitcoin. So I think in reality that is probably the most advantageous. So once again, this is something available on their website, so always take a look at this. It has a lot of good information associated to exactly what I just mentioned. But one aspect I did bring up in my previous video was the fact that BitFuFu's robust business model has substantial growth. And so when it comes down to their growth, it's coming from both ends of the spectrum, so both supply and demand. Their hosting capacity diversified across 24 sites on 3 continents and reaches 515 megawatts by December 31st, 2023, which is a significant increase from 336 megawatts, and that's across 19 sites and 1 continent the previous year. So astronomical growth. And so ultimately total mining capacity skyrocketed by 106%. The number of registered users on their cloud mining platform surged by 61.5%, reaching 304,000 by December 31st, 2023. Again, a lot of that is linked to their actual earnings, so definitely take a look at that and you can read into it a little bit more detailed, but compared to 188,000 from the year prior. So huge growth. And so this is something that I think in general is very advantageous coming from an investor standpoint. To have this level of growth right now in the early stages of Bitcoin, because a lot of people are saying that Bitcoin is going to completely just blow up and run to $1 million, especially Cathie Woods. I believe she came out with a 3.5 million price target on Bitcoin. So definitely the miners, or more specifically BitFuFu, is very, very advantageous to own. But ultimately, Bitcoin production by customers from cloud mining solutions increased 98.4%, which did result in 6,756 Bitcoins in 2023 compared to 3,405 Bitcoins in 2022. And so once again, going back to their actual earnings right over here, I did highlight some stuff that, in my opinion, you definitely do need to know. And that is more specifically right over here. So I did highlight some stuff, again, that I feel is very advantageous to know coming from an investor standpoint. But BitFuFu achieved a total revenue of $284.1 million US dollars, making a substantial increase of 43.3% from the previous year, which was 198.2 million. And the net income for 2023 reached 10.5 million, reflecting a remarkable surge of of 337.5 compared to 2.4 million in 2022. And that's one aspect I did bring up in my dedicated video, is just the immense amount of growth that they were seeing just based off of 2022 compared to even at the time of me doing the video, just the recent earnings. But still moving on, as you can kind of see, so revenue from cloud mining solutions was 178 million in 2023, showcasing a robust growth of 79.1% from 99.4 million in 2022. Revenue from Bitcoin self-mining operations was 100.2 million in 2023, representing a 66.2% increase from 60.3 million in 2022. So absolutely stellar performance in 2023, and given the circumstances, it looks like maybe they might continue that in 2024. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comments below. I know, again, this is a follow-up video, so have you bought BitFuFu, or are you kind of interested? What's your thoughts on that? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and with that said, appreciate all of you watching.